Hey, what's going on everybody? Paul Tech here, and today's video we're going to be taking a closer look at the LG Stylo 2 Plus and the LG K10. Both of these devices being offered at Metro PCS. So hopefully this video will help in your decision in deciding which device is best for you. So just taking a look at the design and build of both of these devices here. As you can see, we'll put them side by side, and the LG Stylo 2 Plus is going to be the larger device. As you can see, the placement of the camera, flash, volume, power button, it's all the same on the back of both of these devices. Take a look at the bottom there. You got charging port, mic, and the headphone jack on the bottom of both. Take a look up on top, you have a noise cancellation mic, but the LG Stylo 2 Plus does have the stylus up on top. Now taking a closer look at the LG Stylo 2 Plus here, has this really nice wavy back texture. That back power button is the fingerprint scanner, LG branding. Now this back is removable. This device does have NFC, and this is going to give you access to your nano SIM and your micro SD card for expandable storage. This device has 16 gigabytes of ROM, 2 gigabytes of RAM, and it also has the 2900 milliamp removable battery. So this is great. You can buy extra batteries, you can swap them out at any point in time, and you're going to get some really good battery life with the LG Stylo 2 Plus with that large battery. Moving on to the LG K10 here, it has this really nice gold color to it. This textured back, which is like a stitch pattern. The back is removable. This device does have NFC. Now there is no fingerprint scanner on this device. Removing the back does give you access to your nano SIM and your micro SD card for expandable storage. This device has 16 gigabytes of ROM, 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. It does have the removable battery, just like the Stylo 2 Plus. This battery is smaller though. It is 2220 milliamp on the LG K10. But just like the Stylo 2 Plus, you're able to buy extra batteries. You can swap them out at any point in time, and they're both pretty good on battery life. The LG Stylo 2 Plus is going to give you more battery life, more screen on time than the LG K10. I average around 5.5 hours, and the LG K10 I get about 4 hours of screen on time. Now I'm going to go ahead and power both of these devices on at the same time. Now the displays here is a 5.7-inch HD IPS display on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. You got a 5 megapixel front-facing camera, LG branding on the bottom. And the LG K10 has a 5.3-inch HD IPS touchscreen. This device also has a 5 megapixel front-facing camera. Now the LG Stylo 2 Plus has a notification light, where the LG K10 does not have a notification light on this. You kind of see how they look side by side, and with that bigger display on the LG Stylo 2 Plus there. Let's go ahead and move on and kind of take a look at the home screen here. Now both of these have the double tap to wake and double tap to sleep option. Let me go ahead and show you that fingerprint scanner. It's very accurate, and it's pretty fast on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. So it's a really nice addition you get, is that fingerprint scanner for security reasons. It's pretty nice on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. Let's go ahead and move on here a little bit and go ahead and open up the dialer. Now both of these devices do offer that video calling feature, which only select devices have. Okay, so moving on to the messaging app here, let me go ahead and show you the pre-installed emojis on the LG K10. Now these are the stock emojis. This is the stock keyboard that is actually on both of these devices here. I've actually updated my Google keyboard, and I'll show you here on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. So this is not the one you get. This is actually an updated one, which I have a video on if you're interested. And I highly recommend this keyboard if you decide for either device, because it gives you some more vibrant looking emojis. You get some different options with the emojis. You get the Google search right there in your messaging application. So as you can see between the two of them, how they look different there. I'll go ahead and show you one of the features if you decide to download this Google keyboard here, which is called Gboard. You get those other features there when you hold down, like on the hand expressions, and so it's really neat. But the keyboard layout you see on the LG K10, that's how it's going to look on the Stylo 2 Plus when you do get it out of the box. Moving on from there, I should also mention the LG K10 does have the app drawer. So you do get the app drawer with the LG K10. You just got to go into settings and download it. But the LG Stylo 2 Plus does not have an app drawer. But if you go to the Google Play Store, there's a lot of free launchers there, which will provide an app drawer, and they all look pretty nice for the most part. Pulling down the status bar there, as you can see, you got your quick toggles up on top. You got access to your brightness, volume, and you can actually edit these. So I'll go ahead and show you there how it looks. You can edit these, and it looks like the LG Stylo 2 Plus does have the reader mode there, which the LG K10 does not have that reader mode option there. They both got Capture Plus, they both got color inversion, flashlight, and yeah, but that's basically how both of them look there. And then you also get a file sharing feature on your notification panel that the LG K10 doesn't have. So moving on into settings here now. Both of these devices have NFC, like I mentioned, but the difference between both of them is you're going to get that file sharing option, the media server, and then LG AirDrive. So you do get a little bit more on the LG Stylo 2 Plus there. Let's go ahead and move on from there. Now, both of these have ringtone ID, so that's a pretty neat feature you have there. You can basically assign certain ringtones for certain callers, and both of them do have that there, so that's good. And then moving on from there, you can kind of see the similarities between both of these here in settings. Like I mentioned, the notification LED, the Stylo 2 Plus has that, and the LG K10 does not have a notification light, so just keep that in mind. Going on to home screen here, right there where it says select home, as you can see there, you get the option for the home and app drawer with the LG K10. And for me, I've downloaded Google Now Launcher, Pixel Launcher, and I actually like the way those ones look. And then moving on from there, you got the screen swipe effect on both of these here. Go ahead and go into the lock screen there, as you can see with LG K10. So those will be your security features there: swipe, dot code, pattern, pin, and password. So you got those features there. With the LG Stylo 2 Plus and the LG K10, they both have themes, so you can change up the theme, the look of your device here. And you also got the LG Smart World, so that's excellent on both of these here. You get Smart Lock on the LG Stylo 2 Plus, so that's a neat feature, and I'll go ahead and show you exactly what it is. So basically, your device will stay unlocked when it's either on your body, it's on your trusted places, trusted devices, face recognition, and trusted voice. So you can set up those features so your device will be unlocked with the Stylo 2 Plus. Got the button combinations there on both of these devices here. Now, the LG Stylo 2 Plus does have the Q Slide apps, where the LG K10 does not have that feature there of the Q Slide apps. So just keep that in mind. But you can kind of see the difference between both of them there. You got mini view mode on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. So that's another feature that is going to be different from the LG K10, which is going to give you that more one-handed operation just from swiping from right to left or left to right. But again, the LG K10 is a smaller device, and you're going to be able to handle the K10 easier with one-handed operation compared to the LG Stylo 2 Plus. But you do have that feature there for the LG Stylo 2 Plus. And then moving on from there, both of these devices do have the shortcut keys, as you can see there, so just using the back volume buttons. And the Stylo 2 Plus does have that fingerprint scanner, so setting it up is pretty simple, and for the most part it's pretty accurate, it's pretty responsive. I really have no issues using the fingerprint scanner on the LG Stylo 2 Plus. Now, you also have another feature which is called content lock, so you can basically lock gallery files and quick memos using your fingerprint. So that's a pretty neat feature you have there. Moving on, you also have 16 gigabytes of ROM on both of these, so that's a pretty good amount of memory. You also get micro SD card expansion on both of these. And let's go ahead and move on from there. Now, I should also mention you get the pen feature, of course. You get the stylus with the LG Stylo 2 Plus. Stylus is actually a great tool. It's great for jotting down notes, memos, doing drawings on your device, and there's a lot of great features, like you get screen off memos, so you can actually write memos while the screen is off. There's pen detection, so your device will actually sound or vibrate when the pen is removed. There's pen keeper. There's a lot of great stuff. You can assign certain applications, so when you pull out the stylus, you have a choice of options there just to jump into with the stylus there. So it's an excellent feature. Now, both of these are rocking Android 6.0.1 Marshmallow, so that is excellent for both of these. Hopefully they both get Nougat in the future, hopefully soon. Now, moving on to the cameras here, you get a 13 megapixel autofocus main camera with the LG Stylo 2 Plus, and then you get a 8 megapixel rear facing camera with the LG K10. The difference between the two is, yes, the megapixels are going to be better on the Stylo 2 Plus, but you're also going to be able to record in full HD, while the LG K10 can only record in HD, but they both take pretty nice pictures. But I would say the LG Stylo 2 Plus is going to take the better pictures. Now I just want to point out another feature that the LG Stylo 2 Plus has that the LG K10 doesn't have, which is the dual window mode, which basically there's certain applications, not all of them, but you can use 2 apps at the same time running, as you can see there. You can flip them around, but that is one feature the LG Stylo 2 Plus does have. Now let's go ahead and move on and talk about displays on both of these devices. So the LG Stylo 2 Plus does have the 5.7-inch display, where the LG K10 has the 5.3-inch display. Now both of these resolutions are 720 by 1280. Now you would probably think the LG Stylo 2 Plus has the higher pixel count, but it actually has a lower pixel count. It has a pixel count of 257, where the LG K10 has a pixel count of 277. But both displays look good. Viewing angles are great. I think it's just going to come down to your personal preference. If you want the larger display, more screen real estate, go with the Stylo 2 Plus. If you want a little bit of a smaller display, 5.3-inch, then go with the LG K10. But now let's just talk about performance. With the Stylo 2 Plus, you're getting a octa-core processor with 2 gigabytes of RAM. Now with the LG K10, you're getting a quad-core processor with 1.5 gigabytes of RAM. Now both of these devices do perform very well with your day-to-day tasks, text messaging, Google searches, watching the occasional YouTube video, Facebook. But when it comes to if you are into playing games, high intense games, you're going to definitely want to go with the Stylo 2 Plus. It's going to be able to handle those more high intense, high frame rate games a little bit better than the LG K10. Now I'm not saying the LG K10 can't handle those high intense games, but you are going to notice some lag and some stutters with the K10 compared to the Stylo 2 Plus. So just keep that in mind as well. All right, everybody. So right now, currently at the time of this filming, you can pick up the LG Stylo 2 Plus on instant rebate for $129 and the LG K10 on instant rebate for $79. Now there's always promotions going on for these devices. I know there's another one right now. If you port over your number, you can actually get the LG K10 for free. But there's always specials going on, so just be on the lookout for that. But both of these are great devices, and hopefully this video can help in your decision, just seeing them side by side and the features that both of these devices have to offer. Well, let me know down in the comment section below which device you ended up picking, or which device do you own. But thanks for watching, everybody. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to the channel. It really helps out a lot. But this is Paul Tech, and I will talk to you on the next one. Bye.